welcome back to Crafts with Julie, and I have another hoop earring to share with you guys today, so stay tuned. Alright guys, you see here I have a double hoop here. We've made some of these before. This one's a little bit different. I tried a new little way to put everything together right here at the ends. So we're going to try that again. And what I did, I just went through and I just grabbed a whole bunch of my little tiny little seed beads. I've got brown and gold, kind of I guess a see-through or opaque type of gold or yellow, and then I got a clear in here. And we're just going to mix it all up. Doesn't have to be in any specific order or anything like that, just random beads. And so we're just going to get started on this inner one here. I might have to drag out a special tool that I used when I first made that one, and it made it so much easier to do it, because sometimes you need more than two hands. And it came in very helpful. Okay, just to kind of get that side started, let's see how many beads we used. It's been a few days since I've made this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 beads. Okay, sounds good to me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. I should have written it down whenever I first made it, but I didn't even count it then. I was just kind of eyeballing it, and I thought, sure, that looks good. And that's usually what I tend to do, and then I go back afterwards, and then I'm like, okay, now let's write this down. This is what I did. This is how many beads. Alright. And we have one of our very tiny, it's not the all white, but it's kind of an off-white pearl. And then we'll do some more here in the middle. Just remember, whenever you do cut your flex wire, which is what we're using here, cut you guys some extra on there so you have room to work. That way you can hang on to the wire and not lose your beads. And then have to go crawling around your floor to try and find all the beads that went scattering everywhere. That way you guys don't pull a Julie. Okay. Let's count our center ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sure, okay. And using something like this does help whenever you're counting. That way you keep everything somewhat the same. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, one more. Let's go with that one. That looks good. See, I just pulled a Julie. Look at that, everybody. I lost my grip and the beads went sailing. Now, didn't I just warn you guys on that? And then I go and I do the exact same thing that I told you guys to watch out for. Look at that, beads all over my lap. Oh, well, that one's just lost onto the carpet. Okay. Take a breath, everybody, and let's try it again. Oi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I believe I had 14 on this first section before the purl. And we had 11 in the middle. Let's try it again. Good grief. Now, if you guys have not watched one of my videos before, I will go ahead and repeat this. I am not perfect. I am not an expert. Trust me, I make so many mistakes, it's irritating. But it's okay to make mistakes. Just so you guys know, it is okay. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 9, 10, and 11. Okay. Our next small purl. Do my best and keep a death grip on this other end here so I don't spill beads everywhere again. God, that is very frustrating, guys. But it happens, unfortunately. Okay, we'll get a couple more on here and then we'll count and see where we're at. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, this is going to be our center hoop. Okay, we're going to lay this right up here and not touch it. Okay, now to do our outer hoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 on that one as well. Looks like I may have to get some more of the brown beads out. Ah, I'm sticking to the fuzz here on my mat. Come on. I'm trying to pick up the end here. Let's get some of these out of the middle of all that. I may have to turn this one around. This one's kind of frayed here on the end of my wire. That might cause some issues. So let's just turn it around. Alright, so there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on now. 12. That's a silver one. I don't want to use the silver. 13. And if I can grab it, 14. There we go. And then this one, we use the next size up on the pearls. And we got, let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Looks like our numbers were staying pretty well the same between both sections. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Let's kind of get our next beads out. That way they're already kind of separate from the rest. And then we're going to put on our next. No. I almost lost it, guys. Alright. That's our next pearl. And I'm going to assume there's 11 on the next section, but we're going to count and make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Okay. 3, 4. Well, there we go. 4. That one was stuck inside my fingernail. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay. And it does sometimes make it a little bit easier if you can pre-count your beads for each section. That way you've already got them kind of set up in that little, in section by section. That way you can just pick them up and go. And that could sometimes help make the process a little bit faster. Or you just count as you're going. Whichever method you would like to use, whichever is easiest for you. And sometimes I go back and forth. I'll pre-count or I'll just do it as I'm going. Alright, and our last pearl bead. And we had 14 before, so that's what we're going to go with. That's 3. There's 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay. Well, there we go. Whoop, whoop, we don't want to lose one. That one's trying to jump away from us. Alright, guys. Now we're going to slide these beads off to the side here. I'm not going to put them away just yet, just in case I have another wonderful mishap. We don't want the green fuzz on this, though, I'll tell you that. It was stuck between the two beads. Okay. So then we grab us a couple of crimp beads. Okay. I am very worried about these beads coming back off. So we're just going to be super, super careful. And if I have to, I will get that little thing I was telling you guys about. One of these days, I'm going to have to get it out and just show you guys what I'm talking about. Because it really does come in handy. Ooh, okay. And keep this turned. Oh, nope, nope, we want you in there too. Okay. Got that side together. I didn't crimp it just yet. Because you're trying to twist on me. There we go. Okay, we kind of shake these beads down so that we have an idea of our distance that we want. For the beads. Between the beads and where we're going to crimp this up. Quit twisting on me. Okay, I think I've got the spacing about the same. Oh, no, I don't know how to keep sliding it around. Okay. Let the bead slide down on that end just for now until we can get our crimp bead on the other end. Come on. All right, there we go. Okay, let's give it, oh. Give it a little bit of space again so we can get our spacing just right again. Again, you can always go back and refer to the first one so that you're getting it as close to it as possible. Oh, there we go. Okay. This is going to be closed up a whole lot more. I'm just doing it this way, that way I can get a better gauge on my spacing. Because this inner hoop needs to be just a little bit tighter, it looks like, so that everything stays centered like it needs to be. Okay, let's bring that down just a little bit, right there. Oh, I think I brought that down just a little too much. Okay. I think right about there, and we'll have it probably about as close as we can get. Now, here comes the fun part. Now, don't clip too close to your crimp bead or else it'll fall off. I had that happen earlier, and then I realized that I had cut my wires off too close. That's the only thing I can think of why it came undone like it did. Because I smashed that crimp bead as tight as I could. Okay. Now this is the really interesting part, because we're not feeding it through the hole in the bottom of our clamp here. We're going to feed it into the sides. Okay. Oh, I almost had it. Hang on, guys. Okay. Let's get that down on the sides. I might have to grab the lovely device. And I know right now it looks like I'm smushing the earring, but I'm having to bend it to try and get it to go right. Okay, yep. I'm gonna have to set that little device up. Give me just a minute, guys, and we'll be right back. Alright, guys, and we're back. This is this little device that I was telling you guys about. It's got a little magnifying glass on it. Got a couple little arms on here, some little bendy parts and spots on it. It's called a Helping Hands. And I tell you what, it's very helpful. You can turn these things and move them almost any way you need them to go. So that's what I did on here. I just had it clamp onto my wires here so that this parts that are sticking out is what's going to go inside of our clamp. And this was pretty much how I got it to work for me before. Let's see. Trying to feed this through and get this to put them in just the way. Come on now. Oh, nope, nope. Don't loosen up that. Because you got to get it just right. Let's see if I can't get it to hold this at kind of a different angle just a bit. No, come on now. Trying to get those to turn more like that. I hope you guys are able to see everything on here. No, don't want you to open up wider. I want you to stay as close as I can get you guys. Well, just when I get one side adjusted just right, the other side wants to kind of pop out. Okay. There you go. You have to kind of finagle it a little bit, but having this thing to help hold these made it so much easier. And then you just simply undo the clamps. And there we go. Now, I didn't do anything special with this connection right here. I just gotta grab my round nose pliers here. Oh, open it just a little more. There we go. Yeah, those kind of came up a little bit on there. That's okay. We can fix that. That's trying to kind of spread open a little bit. We don't want that. All right. And close that back down. Kind of get these back down there where they're supposed to be. Maybe. How did that even slide up there? There we go. There we go. And now we have our earrings. All right, guys, and there you have it. So for the moment, I'm not going to say easy, just because of trying to get these two ends to go into our little clamp here at the end. That is a little bit of a booger, but it was a new way of trying something, and it gives it just a little bit different look, and it's just a whole nother style. And I'll tell you what, this thing really comes in handy, the helping hands. You guys can get a hold of that yourselves. It really does help out a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and if you guys have any comments or suggestions for a future video, just drop me something down below. And as always, you guys have an awesome day.